Action.
What's up, Fred?
Dude.
I was gonna go cheese balls.
Yo! For the longest time, this movie was just called Untitled Mob Movie. We had no idea what the titles were. The first working title we had was Notte Insonne, which means sleepless night in Italian. And then somewhere along the lines of we came up with the idea of Fino Alla Morte, which means till death in Italian. I basically filled an entire notebook full of notes that I had for this movie. Every time I would film a scene, I would write off what we were filming, and I would write out a plan exactly how I wanted it to be filmed and what angles I wanted to use and the things that I wanted in the background. And then I would write down like the people who were involved, and as we would film it, I would just cross off this list. But I filled an entire notebook full of these plans for every single scene. It was very detailed, and I wrote it out every time. The script was rewritten about 6 times. This right here is version 2. There's a big difference between version 1 and version 6 of the script. In the first draft of the script, Vinny has a son, and the son is shot by the mafia, and that is why he rejoins the family. Paulie was not in the original script, but I decided to add him in when I got more actors to be in this movie, and a lot of friends wanted to be in it, so I basically wrote in this part of Paulie, and that is why Vinny joins the family, is because of Paulie. Paulie comes back and invites him back into the family, basically. The first notes and ideas that were written down for this movie were written November 26, 2017. The movie officially got done on March 21st, 2018. So there was a big gap between the first written draft that you see here and the final version of the video being uploaded to YouTube. It was a long ride because the script went through so many rewrites, and I had to wait for all my actors to be freed up at the same time because we all work at the same place and we all work full-time. Taco works 2 full-time jobs, so getting him and Trevin together at the same time was a fucking nightmare. As I got into the final days of editing, the last things that I basically did was I watched the completed movie and wrote down notes on what I wanted to change. I had finished the movie and uploaded it to YouTube, and then I watched it again about a week later and took notes, like adding a video of me in the title sequence and turning down sound effects on the gun cocking and turning down the sound effects for the punching and the fight scene and stuff like that. And that was finally completed on March 21st, 2018. So it was a long journey to get this movie done. When me and Brian told everybody that we work with that we were going to make a movie, nobody really took us seriously, and people just kind of laughed and brushed it off. And I don't think they really thought that we were for real about this until we actually started doing it. And then they were like, holy shit, these guys are actually serious. For most of the movie, it was just me and Taco together filming, and we would both get out at the same time of work because we would both work at the same place. We would get out at 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock at night, and we would still have to film even though we both had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get to work the next day. We would go over to Taco's house every night. Sometimes we would have some macaroni, and we would just sit in his house and we would just film scenes, and it was a fucking blast to go over there every night. And we made a lot of good memories, but for the most part, it was just me and him. Me and Taco really bonded over this project because me and him really shared a passion for this movie. We had talked about making a movie for the past year or so, and Taco had mentioned to me that it was one of his things on his bucket list was to be in a movie. And since I was a filmmaker and still am a filmmaker, I decided to jump forward in this project and make a mob movie and have him star in it. And it was a pleasure to have him be my star in my movie, and I'm glad that me and him got to share this passion together. I'm extremely happy that I had so many friends and so many coworkers that wanted to be in this movie with me. When I told Trevin and Taco and Joseph Martin about the project, they were all for it, and I think everybody had at least a little bit of passion to finish this project because we were doing something different. It's not every day that people go out and make a movie, so I'm glad that I had them join in on this adventure with me. So enjoy some of our behind-the-scene clips and interviews that we had throughout this project.
Managing a bunch of guys. Fucking A! Things have been fantastic.
So Joseph, what made you want to make this movie?
I'm a big fan of mafia movies, and I'm also a big fan of filmmaking, so I figured that this is my take of the mafia movie. There's a lot of things that go unsaid in mafia movies, and I want to portray those things. The mental turmoil that some of these wise guys went through, and how doing all this fucked up shit affects your mental. I wish we made this set on purpose, but this is actually your room.
It is. It's my room. That's how I live. Thug life.
Why did you want to be a part of this project?
Because you told me you'd pay me. But seriously, when you told me you were working on this, it just felt like something I kind of had to jump at the chance to do.
What are you answering? He's got to knock on the door first. Why are you answering the door?
You, from what I've seen in the past, have worked mostly by yourself.
Yeah.
You've worked a lot with Noah in some things like the YouTube Olympics. How has this differed for you where you aren't the only one in it and now having to collaborate with a lot of people?
Oh, dude, it's way different than I thought it would be, and way harder, because when I have an idea, I want to fucking do it right then and there, and having to deal with like people's schedules, and everybody works full time, including myself, so we have to work around everybody's schedule, and it's the most fucking frustrating thing I've ever had to deal with, because we'll set a day and all three of us will finally be free, and then like this guy can't do it or this guy can't do it, so then we have to reschedule the whole fucking shoot. It is extremely frustrating, but once everything works out, it's extremely rewarding.
Jesus Christ, it's been like 15 years.
What do you think of Trevin and Taco?
I think they're terrible actors, and I hope you can teach them how to make a real movie.
Action. Oh, fuck.
What has been your favorite scene so far?
To film?
To film, to write,
My favorite scene to film
or to watch, I mean anything.
is the dinner scene with Taco and Trevin. I've never had more fun filming something in my life, because Trevin would not shut the fuck up and would not stop laughing. Dude, it was so fucking funny. It took us 3 hours to film that 30-second scene.
Oh, wow.
And I think it turned out great with the lighting and the candlelight and Taco smoking a fucking cigarette and everything. That's been my favorite scene.
What made you want to work with Taco?
Taco is a very high energy person. He has a lot of passion, so when he wants to do something, he's going to do it. And he was so down to do this movie, and I've been looking for an excuse to work with Taco for something, because he just has that look, that badass look, and he can portray a lot of the stuff that I wrote in the script, and he was the perfect part, or the perfect man to play this part.
Because it's fucking awesome. Because I've always wanted to do this for as long as I can imagine. I've always wanted to do this, and this was a great opportunity. I got a brother that has a script. I feel honored to do this. We'll put it that way.
What's harder, writing the script or filming the script?
Filming the script. Because you could put all the ideas in the world on paper, but when you imagine something, it's hard to bring it into the physical world.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can imagine a camera panning up from a car, and going into somebody's face. But realistically, I can't do that because I don't have a steady cam, so we have to just deal with a shot of the car coming in and just stopping and then cutting to somebody getting out of the car. That's the hardest part.
Are you playing a younger version of Taco, or is Taco playing an older version of you?
Oh boy. We are two completely different people. So he I would say I'm playing a younger version of him. And I didn't really, I did not take that in consideration. I just did what I did, and he did what he did, and I haven't edited it yet, so we'll see if it works out. And if it doesn't, well, fuck it. I guess we're fucking done then. Jesus fucking Christ. The scene when Joe is eating the sandwich with the fucking gun in his hand is the funniest thing that I have ever fucking seen in my life. Dude, you got the fucking Dude, you're fucking the gun in one hand and the sandwich in the same hand.
I just feel like when they say, fuck them, it would be good to kind of handle it.
Dude, that is the straight funniest thing I have ever fucking seen in my entire fucking life, dude.
Well, first of all, I've never had a gun like in my hand in my whole life, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing with it. But it just seemed like the most Pauly thing to do in that moment was just kind of have a gun in my hand while I'm eating a sandwich. The only thing I wish I had was like a cannoli in the left hand.
You pull out the gun after I say they keep fucking with me, and they go, "What do you mean they keep fucking with you, Vin?" Oh yeah. That's all. That's all I gotta fucking say. I'm fucking out of this interview. I'm fucking done, man. Fucking send my cannoli to the trailer. I'm out of here. I've never had more fun filming a project than I have filming this project. It has been one of the best experiences that I've had so far making videos. And this was by far the biggest project that I've ever worked on. All my other short films were very small. The longest one was about 15 minutes, and it was all just me. It was called My Only Friend. That was the second longest one I ever worked on before this project. But this one, by far, it took up the biggest amount of time, dude. I spent a lot of time like writing notes on what I was going to shoot and how I was going to shoot it and what I would have in the background, and everything was very particular. And I liked that because everything was controlled. That way, we'd get to wherever we were filming with my actors and we would know exactly what to do. So we get to Taco's house, and Taco told me, he's like, I don't know my lines. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know your lines? I emailed you the script. And he goes, yeah, I got old man eyes. What the fuck do you mean? You know, I can't read on my small ass phone.
No, this is the whole thing. I'm old. I got old man eyes. Fucking Joe sends me a PDF file to read off my fucking phone. How the fuck am I supposed to see this shit on the fucking phone? Every time I look at my fucking phone, I go cross-eyed. Every fucking time.
I'm like, alright, fucking Christ. So, the one time we were filming the dinner scene when Pauly is sitting at the dinner table across from Vinny, and we had to put a fucking a piece of dry erase board. We had this big dry erase board, and we had to write Taco's lines on it, front and back, so he could remember his lines. So in those scenes, he's just reading his fucking lines. He's not even memorizing them. And that was the funniest fucking thing. We laughed so fucking hard at that. This is how big the fucking board was.
Here's my lines.
There's the actual lines.
And then we got pictures on this side. You know, and I didn't draw those fucking pictures.
Can we document this? That Taco cannot remember 4 fucking lines, so we gotta write it on a fucking dry erase board.
Hey, I can't remember things this quick.
Dude, it's 3 sentences. There was another scene in that same scene that they're sitting around the table and talking. I had to take so many takes of Taco reading his lines that by the end of filming that scene, we had smoked an entire pack of cigarettes.
Oh my god, the cigarettes are gonna be around by the time. Put it out again. We're gonna have fucking bitter beer face by the time we get this fucking thing done. Alright, ready?
Alright.
Oh wait, let me get another cigarette here. A fresh one. Because that tastes so bad. I quit smoking. I quit smoking, but for some reason I'm still smoking.
I mean, Taco knows how to smoke a cigarette pretty well.
he literally kept lighting them, and I was like, dude, stop lighting them, because part of the scene is you have to pick up the cigarette and light the cigarette. And he kept fucking lighting it before I would hit action. So we have to put it out, get a new one, fucking light that one. I'm surprised the dude didn't fucking pass out because he smoked so many fucking cigarettes.
Dude, all I could do was smoke cigarettes. I'd lit so many fucking cigarettes the whole time. Because I just wanted to smoke cigarettes. That's all I wanted to fucking do the whole time. Just smoke cigarettes, and that's what I did. I lit fucking cigarettes. Fucking, he'd say action. I already had the cigarette lit, had to put it out, had to relight it. I was smoking fucking filters.
The best fucking part of filming Trevin's and Taco's scenes is Trevin kept fucking laughing. The dude could not keep a straight face for anything. There'd be scenes where Taco would be screaming in his fucking face when he was beating him up in the kitchen, and he would just fucking bust out laughing.
No fucking drugs in my fucking...
Damn it, Trevin! Fucking Christ, dude.
No fucking drugs!
He's gonna laugh every time.
No,
He's
do
gonna
it.
fucking laugh
I'm
every
good,
time.
I'm good this time. I'm good.
In my house!
You were laughing. Why were you laughing?
When I get angry, I smile.
Dude, what the fuck?
No drugs in my house. I'm
Damn it,
gonna fucking
Trevor.
really punch you.
Don't get over me all weird.
Dude, he has to. That's what makes it intimate, bro.
What the fuck?
No fucking drugs in my house. Or around my family.
Damn it, Trevin. It was the funniest thing, and we would film this scene where Taco was on the phone, and it was just him on camera, and you could hear Trevin in the background, like, covering up his mouth and laughing so hard, and Taco made Trevin go outside at one point because he could not stop laughing.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking stab you. Go outside. Go outside. Go out the back door. Go out the fucking back door. I swear to God. If you laugh one more time, I'm punching you in the dick.
Go.
Trevin, he's a fucking good, he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. He's a goofy dude. Really fucking goofy. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I think you're right. You motherfucker!
But he's got a heart of gold. And that fucking guy, you could breathe and he'll fucking laugh. That's all you fucking hear in the background. He drops a fucking pen on the ground, shatters a pen on the fucking ground, and starts hysterically laughing.
Action.
Yeah, Ma.
Trevin, what the fuck is so funny about that?
Alright, do it again.
Action.
Yeah.
Trevin, stop laughing.
Would you stop fucking laughing?
Alright, go! I'm fucking ready, let's go.
He's a good fucking guy. Good fucking guy.
In that beat up scene, we covered that dude in blood.
No, I don't need a like it's fucking Dexter.
Dude, you gotta be fucked up.
Dude, don't pour it in my
Just fucking do it! No! You fucking retard.
Who's supposed to do it?
Dude, no, that looks good. That looks fucking good. Dude, we had this bottle of fake blood, and at one point we made him like drink it and put it in his fucking mouth, and he had to like spit it up. And I don't even think we ended up using that clip, but that was fucking disgusting. So props to Trevin for doing that.
I tried to go as hard as I could, but I wanted to keep it so I wouldn't hurt him. And it was... I felt bad every time I did it, but, you know, when I was slamming him off the wall and shit like that, I had to make it as real as possible. You know, but I didn't really want to hurt him because he's just a fragile little man. He really truly is. He truly is fragile.
Dude, Taco would grab Trevin and just fucking like rip his fucking chest hair out and like slam him up against the fucking wall on the fridge in his kitchen.
What the fuck did I tell you about doing that shit?
Oh, fuck!
What the fuck did I tell you about that shit?
Oh shit!
That shit's gonna turn you to fucking your brain.
Dude, ease up with your fucking rings on. What the fuck?
Action.
What the fuck did I tell you about doing that shit?
I felt like I was living.
What was your favorite part so far of filming?
Slamming Trevin off the wall. That was my favorite part. Just grabbing Trevin and manhandling Trevin. That was the greatest fucking part of this whole thing.
And action.
Oh, I'm not doing that shit again.
Come on.
Just grab him by the fucking shoulders or something. And action. Trevin.
I'm fucking doing Tony Hawk shit.
To the part of him when you slam him against the wall and he just exhales. Action.
It was fucking great. It was fucking great.
Dude, we watched that footage and fucking laughed. And Trevin took a fucking beating that day. We were filming at Taco's house until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and Taco had to get up at like 5 a.m. to go to work.
Need a couple extra fucking feet here.
Dude, I'm standing on a goddamn recycling bin. I'm still not tall enough, dude. And we were still filming and fucking slamming around in his kitchen, and boy, Taco was really fucking rough in that one, but you know, the scene turned out really fucking good. One thing about this project is I've never laughed and had more of a fun time filming on this project than any other project ever. All right, Trevin, give me that first piece of dialogue.
There's no fucking excuse for that. Oh, I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
You know, he looks at the camera and goes, "There's no fucking excuse for that." And winks his eye.
So, Vinny, why'd you leave us? Fuck.
This is what I've been
Dude, the
waiting for.
bloopers are gonna be fucking
Yes.
great.
It was a bunch of guys getting together, having a fucking blast. And that's the best fucking thing. That's the way that I can explain this. It was just guys getting together and having a fucking good time, just doing stupid shit. Yeah, things have been great.
Trevin, what the fuck you laughing at, dude?
I thought you were gonna say, Mom, it is so, it's been great. I'm done. Alright, do it.
You're gonna have to go to another fucking room. Protect them.
Shit, dude, god damn it. We shared so much laughter throughout the scenes. We would go over to Taco's house at night after we all got out of work, and we would just film all night, and it was so fun because if we fucked up, we would all just laugh about it. There was no stress.
Pause. Why'd you light the cigarette halfway in your
Because that's when I'm
dialogue?
supposed to do it. We didn't
Stop, you fucked up.
I was gonna say that.
Doom.
We did this, Rob the both.
I got a job managing a bunch of guys. It's fantastic.
No, I'm looking at him.
Go the fuck outside!
I can hear him fucking dying in the other room. Dude, what the fuck are you laughing so fucking hard at, dude? I'm laughing because I keep hearing you fucking laugh, dude.
Plus, I thought you were gonna. God damn
Oh my god!
Plus, I thought you were.
Let's do that. Is it still running?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. This is gonna be a good documentary.
Dude, fucking forget the movie. We're just gonna make a documentary or trying to make a movie.
Oh my god.
I got a job protecting a bunch of guys. Oh, fuck, I fucked that up. Plus, I thought you wanted me dead. So I left.
God
Isn't it Kel?
Oh, dude. I've never laughed so fucking hard in my life at something so stupid.
This is the biggest whiteboard.
We didn't rob people that didn't deserve it. We didn't distribute drugs. Plus, God damn it!
When you said plus, I'm like,
And then he paused and I was like, oh, fuck, dude.
Oh, fuck. Model! Just tell me about the scene at the table. My fucking fingers on fire. Getting an icicle on it.
When he fucking
Hey, look
eats
at
you
this.
Hollywood
Look at
stuff. Dude, you're holding a fucking icicle on your side. Everybody enjoyed what they were doing. Nobody was made to do anything fucked up. It was just, you know, boys being boys, getting together, laughing, filming. It was a great time, and I hope you could see that in this project. And I hope you guys enjoy viewing the film as much as we enjoyed making it. So thank you for that.
You know, to be honest, I just want everybody that's involved in this to have a good time.
It's like you're teaching your son.
Yeah. And then you cough it. You fucking gross.
You see his fucking face.
Go inhale.
Not the fucking smoke. The fucking vape, dude.
The vape.
I can't believe it.
That's really what it is. And that's the most important thing to me. The laughter and everybody getting together is the most important thing to me. That's truly what it is.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I had to look down. Shit is so
Model.
It looks like fucking Silvio from The Sopranos.
through that. Then when you have to do that.
I am probably the actor that has asked you for the most things while I've been here filming. This is like my 5th cup of coffee I've asked for. Do you have any water?
Just want everybody to know the taco and this empty bottle of Italian dressing on that speaker over there.
Yes.
Dude, and you have an iron on your TV stand.
Yeah. I love you all. That is what I have to say.
I'll see you in hell.